Yo, what's up? Welcome to the first walkthrough of 2021. I'm recording this still in 2020, so yeah, I'm still depressed, but hopefully this year is good for all of us. Hopefully the clubs can open, hopefully everything can go back to normal, because we need festivals, man. It's hard to make this music with no festivals and no club shows. I apologize about the microphone. I bought a sick mic, but it's for some reason it sounds distorted, right? Let me know in the comments if you have any suggestions on how to fix that. I've put a limiter on now, so it shouldn't get too bad. But yeah, I'm still new to this podcasting stuff, this recording stuff with a good mic. You know, my past one was horrible. I had to sit it on the desk and stuff, whereas this one's out the way. But last week we went through Enter the Rave drop. Now, I said last time this is probably one of my favorite productions. If you haven't watched last episode, go watch it because that's the fun part. You get to see about all the effectors, tricks and stuff. In this one, I'm obsessed with the structure as well. You know, we've got this little drop here. I'm just gonna turn it down a little bit for my ears. So we have this little intro drop, let's say. All of the stuff you see in that drop is what you saw last week, so you're not missing out on anything there. But then we go into a little build-up, right? Because I didn't want to just have this little drop and then go into a breakdown, right? This is a club and festival track. It's got to have the energy throughout. I don't want a DJ to play the drop and then just like mix out. I want them to play the whole track, right? So we go into this little build-up section. So what this is, it's a few simple things. It's a sub bass, very distorted sub bass, very distorted, but it's that kind of vibe, you know. And also I wanted to bring in that stamped style rave stuff, you know. Stamped, I've had those respace things going on for a lot of their releases, so I wanted to kind of introduce that, and I came across this sample in my sample packs. So we've already got that real dark, grungy rave sound to it. We've also got this techno loop. It's a techno-inspired big room track, so because I have the theme, I need to get lots of different samples from that same theme, so it really makes the sound unique as a big room track, right? You know, I want it to sound like a big room tech track, not just a big room track with a few tech samples in it, right? We've got the hi-hats that you've seen in the drop section. This real old school rave build-up. By the way, this sample pack is out now, so if you want the samples from this track, join the Patreon family. You get to see the full videos, you get sample packs, you get feedback on your demos, you get exclusive first listens to your Rave Room Recordings demos. I forgot to plug this before, but one of the main things is I want Patreon to go alongside the label. If you're a Patreon, you can send your music directly to me. People who aren't a Patreon will have an email address to send to, but Patrons will get first priority, right? So if you want these sounds, sign up. In addition to that, you know, I love acid. I'm obsessed with acid, so I wanted to get some acid sounds in there. Now, apart from that, there's not much going on. You've got the standard stuff, which is just risers. You know, it's important to have a good set of risers because they really do drive the energy and make the transition powerful. If you had no risers in your track, it would just really feel dead, like something was missing. So what I do is I always pick a main one and then I mix them around that. because yeah, some people really struggle to mix their rises to the build up. So what I like to do is just pick a main one and mix around it, just the way like I would with drop leads and stuff. But that's the first kind of build up. It's 30 seconds long. It's nice. It creates tension, and it's got great energy, and that was perfect for the track. Then we move on into the drop. I mean, we can talk about the vocal actually. So this vocal here,
Enter the Rave,
isn't me, if you're surprised to hear that. I actually got this vocal from a website called Fiverr.com, and on Fiverr you have lots of voice actors. So if you need to make a commercial for your condoms or whatever, you get one of these voice actors to read a script from you, basically. So what I did was I went and I found a girl on there, and I sent her lots of lyrics, you know, enter the rave, put your hands up, all these kind of stuff, and she sent them back, and I processed them a bit. I processed them a lot, so we'll go through that in a second, but basically I got quite a few, so I had a lot to choose from, and Enter the Rave just felt like it worked for this track. So what we do is we have this just completely throughout the whole build-up, just being filtered up.
Enter the Rave, 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 enter the...
And you can hear some more automation coming in there, but then we make this big reverse sound, which actually sounds like this. And now what that is the end of her going rave, and I put so much reverb on it so that it created a nice reverse.
Enter the Rave, to the Rave, enter the Rave.
That's the easiest way to do it. You just take the end here and then put a massive reverb on it, bounce it out, click reverse, and then you get a reverse sound, so it makes your transition smooth. So let's look at what I did on the vocal. So we didn't use the ultra pitch, and we didn't use the acoustic reverb on there. We didn't use the EQ either, so we're going to go through and see what I actually did, because this is the file that I got sent.
To the Rave, to the Rave, enter 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 the Rave.
So I have pitched it as well. Then I added the reverb, so the reverb was the first thing.
Enter the Rave, enter the Rave, enter the Rave.
Very important. I added the delay as well.
Enter the Rave, enter the Rave, enter the Rave, enter the Rave.
Kashmir Essentials is very, very good for vocals. I've been using this for a long time. I stick that on the end, and it's got lots of functions within here. You've got air, glue, pressure, compression, all this kind of stuff within this one plugin.
Enter the Rave, enter the Rave, enter the Rave, enter the Rave, enter.
See how it just really brings it out the mix. It makes it so bright. We've got an EQ as well, just boosting the volume. I like to boost with that. We've also got G-Tune, just to make sure I had the right key. G-Tune's a great plugin just to find out what key stuff is, because sometimes samples don't have the key on them. We've got a filter as well, and this is where the important thing is. My old trick that I used to use on my tracks, like Tokyo and stuff, I used it on the bass line. All it is just a short delay. This is not the shortest delay actually, but it creates kind of a doubled effect. And what I've done is I've increased the amount.
Enter the Rave, 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 enter the Rave.
See how it sounds really robotic and quite futuristic as well. That's exactly what I wanted to do with it. So that's it for the build up, and then we go into this transition, which I absolutely love. That this is a great thing to play live.
Enter the Rave.